it was a fight yesterday at a Southside high school called Longwood. You know, this fight was crazy because after the fight, a student that go to that school was actually executed hitman style. Blah, 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 blah. This student was only 18 years old. He was shot over 15 times for like a fight that happened inside the school. It's very sad. He even had his brother with him. Hit the like button. We finna talk about this. You know, normally we talk about some rap shit. This some real community shit. I think everybody that watched this video needs to hit the like button. I want this video to go viral. Let's push this to the top. I think 3,000 likes is enough for people to understand that violence ain't just in a rap game on YouTube. That shit in your community. So hit the like button. This young man named Maurice was only 18 years old. And where we from, 18 years old, still in high school is real. Most of these kids dropping out to get some money. This young man decided to stay in school, 18 years old, high schooler. He get in a fight at school. So a lot of students start fighting shit in that school called Longwood. I guess the police came, noticed that fight, and broke everything up. They got the situation under control. But one of the main aggressors in this fight, he left out the door. On his way of leaving out the door, he told security, y'all better watch this motherfucker, watch this. I'm finna come back in this bitch. Y'all better have security at all these doors. I'm finna blow this bitch up. You know, they thinking he just whooping because he got in a fight, might have lost. Well, he wasn't whooping. According to the police, they took his stress serious, so they kept the young man, Reese, who was in one of the fights, an 18-year-old, they kept him inside the school. Then when his brother came, they released him. His brother, 27 years old. Him and his brother stood outside the school waiting on their other brother to come. Then they gonna catch an Uber and go home. You know, the boy said he got in a fight, people threatened him, he called his family. So one of the brothers get there fast, he gotta wait till the other brother get there. They gonna call an Uber and go home. They pick up the student. Well, a car come down the block while they standing in front of the school. Car come in front of the school. Blah 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 blah. Get the blinking. One of the brothers said the car ain't had no bumper on it, no license plates or none. It come down the block, get the blinking at them in front of the school. The young man Reese, who was in that fight, was shot over 15 times. Bullets all in his body, bullets all in his back, bullets hit his head. He was instantly killed. Fatality. Sad as hell. You know, these young men need some real men in their lives, in my opinion. Shit like that happen is very sad. You know, some emotional shit. According to the police, they looking for that student who left out the door and said, "It's gonna go down." Looked like that young man then pretty much gave himself a life sentence, if you ask me. We gotta be very careful not getting upset and putting ourselves in a situation where we never gonna come home. You know, a lot of these young men be so caught up in this bullshit, it just be crazy. It's a sad story, you know, especially for somebody that's 18 still going to school. Normally a lot of these kids drop out. They mind be focused on getting some money. They don't give a fuck about their education or their future. The fact that this young man was still in his right grade, he was still in school, showed that at least he gave a fuck about his future a little bit. But unfortunately, his life was took from him by the hands of a group of people who came and killed him. That student, it's a manhunt for that student. When they catch him, look like they're gonna try to throw him up under the jail. I think this said, you send your kids to school to get an education, you send them to school to jump in the books, and they come back in a casket. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tommy True. Blah, 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 blah.